Do you long to be a better tarot reader, but despite diving into all the books and binge watching every video that's out there, you're still feeling like you're stuck in a tarot rut? Or maybe you've experienced the magic of a mind blowing tarot reading and now you want to recreate it every time that you do a tarot reading. Or maybe people you are reading for keep telling you that you should share your gifts with the world. And deep down, you know it too. So you might be feeling this call to follow your passion and be taken seriously for the value and the transformations that you create with your cards. Or maybe you just simply want a set of tools and techniques that will help you to master the cards once and for all. So, really, at the heart of it, you just want to be a better tarot reader. I hear you and I see you, and I want you to know that you are in the right place because in this video, I'm going to be showing you the 4 keys to becoming a great tarot reader. And I'm also going to unveil my step-by-step system to really activate your intuitive gifts and read tarot with ease. So with this knowledge, you're going to be able to create powerful tarot readings every time you pick up the cards and really step confidently into the role of skilled tarot reader. And most importantly, you'll learn how to trust yourself and align with your higher purpose and empower others, and also to create the future that you most desire. So here at Biddy Tarot, we are obsessed with our mission to make tarot accessible and to really pave the way for a more modern and professional approach to reading tarot, minus all those obligatory crystal balls and neon signs, unless that is legitimately your thing. Because here's the thing, that I know that everyone has a deep source of wisdom within them, and that includes you. And it really is my purpose to help as many people as possible to be able to connect with their own soulful insights and intuitive intelligence using their tarot cards as their guides. Now, these days, I can do this from a place of calm and clarity because I have decades of experience under my belt. But it wasn't always this way. Because here's the thing, when I started my journey, I literally spent years reading tarot like most people do. I read the books, I memorized the cards, I learned the spreads, and I followed these rules about what I should and shouldn't do to become a better tarot reader. But when it came to actually doing a reading, it just felt hard. Where was the flow? Where was the magic? I could know every card inside out, but I couldn't consistently make sense of the spread that is laid out in front of me. And the inconsistency was really baffling me. I mean, sometimes I would have these incredible flashes of insight and people would be blown away by my readings. But then other times it just felt flat, it felt confusing, or maybe it even felt wrong. This is the thing, I just did not get why it was happening. Was it just me, or was I just not meant for tarot? Now, being the research lover that I am, I decided, right, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I reviewed the readings that I'd done for myself and others. I paid attention to where the results had been amazing, and then also to where people had stared at me like I'd grown 2 heads and was like completely off track in the tarot reading. Now, as I meditated on these polar opposite experiences in my tarot reading practice, I realized that when I let go of my logical need to get everything right, and instead I tuned into my higher self during a reading, everything flowed with magic, with power, with ease. And that is when I had a huge epiphany. Being a good tarot reader is not about memorizing the cards or learning hundreds of spreads. It's not the number of years that you've studied or how many people you've read for. And it's certainly not about being able to read people's minds and accurately predict the future. Being a good tarot reader is about connecting with your soul's unique navigation system and opening yourself up to experiencing the tarot as an ancient, wise partner on your life's quest. It is a mirror to your internal world. You see, tarot truly comes alive when you experience it, when you feel it, you connect with it, and you open yourself up to this really powerful transformation that's available with it. And best of all, the power of tarot is unlocked when not only you activate it within yourself, but you also activate it within the people that you read for. So you might be thinking, all right, that sounds great. Yep, fantastic, Bridget, but I still have no idea how to do any of it. And maybe it's still attached to the book of card meanings every time you're doing a tarot reading. And the thing is, I get it. I really do, because it does take practice to develop a relationship with your intuition and your tarot cards. And that's why I want to show you these 4 keys to becoming a great tarot reader. I really want this to be simple for you so that you can enjoy every moment of your tarot journey. So here we go. These are the 4 keys to becoming a great tarot reader. It is about integrate, elevate, facilitate, and validate. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into what each of these really means for you as a tarot reader, starting with that first key, and that is to integrate. So, to be a great tarot reader, you actually need to integrate knowledge, skill, and intuition. Now, when you do this, your tarot readings begin to flow with ease. And it's like all of those messages of the cards are just magically coming together to really give you that deep insight and clarity. Sounds amazing, right? So let's look at each of these elements and how you can start to integrate them into your readings. So, knowledge is where most tarot students begin and end. You need to be able to form this really strong foundation and understand the background, the symbolism, and the fundamentals of this sacred tool that is tarot. And it really is a crucial element in becoming a good tarot reader. So, don't worry, all that study that you might have already done does not go to waste. But it is far more powerful when integrated with skill and intuition. So, skill is that next layer. Because when you practice what you learn and you develop your experience, you build skill and you start to accelerate your tarot reading development. Now, you can do this by reading for yourself and people that you know, but what really makes the difference is when you read for people that you don't know. That's when you get like all kinds of experience, people, questions, situations, readings, and your skills really do go through the roof. I've seen so many of our students rapidly advance when they start practicing with others. And it's also the best chance to explore your intuition with live feedback. It can be really easy to intuitively know just the right way to read a spread for your best friend when they're feeling frustrated with their boss, for example. But do that for a complete stranger, and that is just you and your intuition, baby. So, speaking of intuition, it is perhaps the most powerful element of all 3. So you can access deep insights when you listen to and trust your inner wisdom, and then you integrate it into your readings. So once you've integrated these 3 core elements, it is time for the second key, and that is elevate. You want to elevate your tarot practice so that you can create those powerful readings every time you lay out the cards. So, you know those readings where you pull the cards and then you immediately receive this message after message that just feels so aligned? Well, imagine having that amazing feeling every time you read tarot. It will be so much better than that feeling of disappointment that you might feel when your reading makes no sense or it feels completely off the mark. So, what is the secret to this consistency? Well, you need a fail-proof system to be able to create powerful readings every time. So great tarot readers have a step-by-step process that they can use in every reading that helps them navigate through all types of questions, clients, and situations. And having a system really gives you that confidence to connect with your intuition and really create magical readings. Now, it removes all that sort of decision fatigue and it overrides the logical thinking brain so that you are free to flow with the energy and all of that information that's coming through the client and the cards. So I teach a really easy but powerful 7-step system inside of our Biddy Tarot certification program. And I just want to give you a bit of an overview so that you can try it out for yourself. So the magic begins before you even touch your cards. So step 1 is to create a sacred space and set a clear intention for the reading. Step 2 is to be able to ask powerful questions because the right question can make or break a tarot reading. Step 3 is to choose a deck and a spread that's aligned with the question. Step 4 is about activating your intuition and then shuffling and laying out the cards. Step 5, and this is a really big one, is to co-create the reading with your client. So you can explore the story in the cards, invite your client to reflect on the deeper messages in the reading. Step 6, make sure to answer the original question. And then the final step, which is often overlooked, is to ask for feedback and then also reflect on the experience. Now, I know this can feel a little bit awkward at first, but trust me, it is like a rocket ship to grow as a tarot reader. Now, when you do these 7 steps, you really open yourself to elevate your practice and create those powerful tarot readings every time. Just like one of our students, Kate Libby, who had been trying to teach herself how to read tarot, but she just could not get herself past reading from the book. So she joined our Biddy Tarot certification program and learned step by step how to read intuitively for others. And then she applied this system to her readings for dozens of people in our Practice Tarot Reading Exchange platform. And she consistently received positive feedback. Now, her confidence skyrocketed and she could absolutely see the impact that she was having on others, to the point where she now has her very own Etsy shop. So pretty cool, right? So now you know that tarot, or great tarot readers, integrate knowledge, skill, and intuition, and they have a fail-proof system to create powerful readings every time. Let's have a look at what happens when you unlock the magic of tarot for others. So the third key is to facilitate. To become a great tarot reader, you need to facilitate your client's transformation. And this is where you, as an expert tarot reader, you get to guide and support your client to activate the power and knowledge that they hold deep within themselves. So great tarot readers know that they are not here to tell people the answers, but they are actually here to empower others to find the answers from within and really create the future that they most desire. Have a think about a friend who might call you with a problem, and then you spend the next hour with them and you're telling them all the things that they should do to fix the problem. Do they always act on your beautiful, thoughtful, considerate advice? No, right? Well, at least not straight away. Why? Because real transformation doesn't happen when you tell people what to do. Real transformation actually happens when people discover the truth for themselves. So when they learn to trust themselves and when they also realize that every answer they need is within them. All they need is just a little bit of extra guidance and support to find it. So great tarot readers use the cards to facilitate this positive change and transformation, and they really channel these intuitive insights and translate these spiritual messages into real, tangible, practical actions that can be applied in everyday life. And most importantly, they actually help others step into their greatness by connecting them with their own source of inner power and light. So how do you do it? Here are a couple of tips that are going to help you get started. So number 1 is make your readings a two-way conversation. Now, I know this might come as a surprise, but you don't have to be the only one talking in a reading. A two-way flow of ideas and inspiration can actually spark a very powerful experience. So you can share your insights about the cards, but then also go and invite your client to share what they see in the cards. Guide your client to listen to and trust their intuition, so that way they can access this inner wisdom as they manifest their goals and desires. Now, when you facilitate this journey, you give your client the greatest gift that you can as a tarot reader. So I hope you can see by now that when you integrate knowledge, skill, and intuition, and you elevate your tarot practice with strong systems, you can then facilitate an empowering experience to support your client to really discover the answers within. So finally, you might be ready to validate yourself as a great tarot reader. And this all-important fourth key is the secret to living authentically as a tarot reader without that fear or self-doubt. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was first starting out, I actually didn't really believe in myself. Now, that might come as a surprise, but I did not believe in myself, because when someone asked me about tarot or whether I really believed in all that stuff, I got flustered. I got lost for words. And deep down, I was starting to question whether I was really on the right path. But here's the thing, as I started to read for hundreds and then thousands of people worldwide, it became so clear to me that the work that I was doing with tarot was making a huge impact, and that tarot could be used as a legitimate tool for personal growth, goal manifestation, and huge transformation. It wasn't until I fully embraced my connection with tarot and with my intuition that I could finally speak with confidence and be taken seriously as a tarot reader. And then from that point on, I started to ignore those naysayers and the skeptics. And instead, I chose to validate myself, to channel my energy into being the best tarot reader I could possibly be. So here's what I discovered, and I realized that this might be a little bit challenging to hear at first. If others don't take you seriously as a tarot reader, it's probably because you don't take yourself seriously as a tarot reader. So just let that sink in a little. Because if you find yourself hiding in the shadows and then worrying about others not taking you seriously, it's actually time for you to take yourself seriously and really establish your credibility and your authenticity as a tarot reader. And here's the beautiful thing: when you validate yourself as a tarot reader and you take yourself seriously, you actually validate your client and their decision to come to you for guidance. Now, I know that was a lot of juicy info, but I really want to give you everything that you need to become the great tarot reader that you've always wanted to be. So, let me give you a quick recap on what good tarot readers do. They invest in themselves and their ongoing education to develop their skills, their knowledge, and become the best that they can be. They continue to elevate their tarot readings by practicing with others and then really discovering new techniques for reading for others. They nurture their intuition through regular rituals, meditations, and tarot readings. And they seek out others who really inspire them and motivate them to really step into their greatest potential as tarot readers. So, one of our students, Jess Carlson, she is an intuitive witch, a modern mystic, and a spiritual entrepreneur. And she was one of our very first certified Biddy tarot readers and took the program so that she could really boost her credibility and her reputation as a professional tarot reader. And she says that our program really helped her to attract more clients and to also go on to become a well-loved tarot teacher. Now, her online business, which is jesscarlson.com, is thriving, and she's got over 32,000 followers on her Instagram page. So it is super inspiring. Now, the truth is, you can do everything I've outlined yourself. You can build your knowledge and your skills by taking multiple courses, reading loads of books, even soaking up all of the free content on the web. And you can also start a daily meditation practice. You can be more intentional. You can develop your intuition. You can practice tarot readings with your friends and family, or even offer free readings on social media. And you can also start to talk more about what you do with others as you build up your confidence in tarot and as you start to take yourself seriously. But I'll be honest though, it can be a long, hard, and sometimes lonely journey that can take years, if not decades. And I know this because it's the journey I took as I started to learn to read tarot. But I tell you what, if someone I trusted and someone who had walked the path before me came up to me and offered a complete start to finish structured learning path to follow, one that's got proven results, that helped me gain all the experience, knowledge, skills, and credibility that I needed, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. And that's why I created the Biddy Tarot Certification Program, because it really is a one-of-a-kind holistic learning experience, incorporating the exact formula that I shared with you today in this video that will help you develop your intuitive gifts, master the tarot, and really step into your fullest potential as a tarot reader. And it is absolutely everything that I wished I had when I was learning to read tarot, and so much more. So if you want to become a truly great tarot reader and learn how to read tarot in a more modern and approachable way, then check out our certification program at biddytarot.com/tarot certification, or click on the link below. Now, we have helped literally millions of people around the world to develop their tarot skills and really to read the cards with confidence. And of course, we would love to help you do the same. So take the next step in your tarot journey by clicking below. All right, bye for now. Hey, if you loved this video, then make sure you check out this next video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.